Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. I'm Emma, and today we're talking about something everyone can relate to, daily routines.
Hi, everyone. I'm Daniel. Daily routines are a great topic because they help you talk about your life with simple and useful English. You can use these sentences at school, work, or when meeting new people.
Exactly. And today's episode is going to feel like a friendly conversation, almost like you're sitting with us having a cup of tea.
So relax, listen, and maybe repeat after us. Let's begin.
So, Daniel, let's start with something simple. What is the first thing you do when you wake up?
Well, to be honest, the first thing I do every morning is hit the snooze button on my alarm. I always set my alarm for 6:30 a.m., but I usually wake up around 6:45. What about you?
I used to hit the snooze button too, but now I try to wake up as soon as the alarm rings. I usually wake up around 6 a.m. because I like having a calm and slow morning.
That sounds nice. What do you do after waking up?
First, I stretch for a minute or two. It helps me feel awake. Then I drink a glass of warm water. My grandmother says it's good for the stomach.
Warm water. Interesting. I usually go straight to the bathroom to wash my face. Cold water wakes me up very quickly.
I understand that. Cold water can be shocking, but also refreshing. After that, I make my bed. I started doing that recently because a friend told me it makes your brain feel organized.
I actually do the same. Making the bed takes only a minute, but it makes the room look cleaner. And once I do that, I feel like I've already completed one task for the day.
Exactly. Then I go to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. I usually eat oatmeal or toast with peanut butter. What about you? What's your breakfast like?
My breakfast is very simple. I drink a cup of tea and eat 2 slices of bread with butter. Sometimes I eat an egg if I have time. Not a big breakfast person.
Oh, I love breakfast. It's my favorite meal. I also like listening to some soft music while I eat. It makes the morning feel peaceful.
That sounds lovely. I usually check my phone while eating breakfast. I look at messages, news, maybe some sports updates.
Checking your phone in the morning can be helpful, but sometimes I feel it makes my mind too active too early. I prefer staying offline until after breakfast.
I should try that. Maybe it'll make my mornings calmer.
After breakfast, I usually take a quick shower. It helps me feel fresh and ready to work.
Same here. I shower, brush my teeth, and get dressed. But sometimes I take too long choosing what to wear.
Oh, that happens to me too. Especially when I have a meeting, I always want to pick the perfect outfit.
Right. And sometimes the clothes that look good in my head don't look good in the mirror.
Exactly. I also spend a few minutes doing my hair. Nothing fancy, just something simple.
After getting dressed, I pack my bag. I check if I have my laptop, charger, notebook, and water bottle. I always forget something.
Yes, same. I always check twice before leaving home. Once, I forgot my keys inside and had to wait for a locksmith.
Oh no, that's terrible. I hope it never happens again.
Me too. Now I always check my keys before closing the door. So how do you go to work, Emma?
I usually take the bus. It takes around 25 minutes. During the ride, I listen to a podcast or read a book.
That's a good habit. I often take my motorbike to work. It's faster, around 10 minutes. But I have to be careful because the traffic can be crazy in the morning.
I can imagine. Motorbikes are fast, but also risky. When I'm on the bus, I enjoy watching people. Everyone has their own morning routine, and sometimes they all look sleepy.
True. Sometimes I see people drinking tea while walking or running because they're late.
Yes, morning time is funny. Everyone is in a hurry, but still half asleep.
When I reach the office, the first thing I do is turn on my computer and check my emails.
Same here. I start my workday by organizing my tasks. I make a small to-do list.
To-do lists really help. When I complete a task and cross it off, I feel so good.
Me too. It makes me feel productive.
So what is your workday like?
Well, I work as a content writer, so most of my time is spent writing articles, editing text, researching topics, and sometimes joining team meetings.
That sounds interesting. My workday is a bit different. I work in customer service, so I answer phone calls, respond to emails, and help people with their questions.
That must require a lot of patience.
Yes, sometimes it does. Some customers are very kind, but some are angry. I try to stay polite and calm.
You must be good at communication. During my work, I usually take short breaks to avoid getting tired.
Same here. Every 2 hours, I stand up, stretch, and drink water. It helps me stay focused.
Around 1 p.m., I take my lunch break. I usually bring lunch from home, rice, vegetables, and sometimes chicken.
I often eat lunch with my coworkers. We go to a small restaurant near the office. I usually order simple food like dal, rice, or sandwiches.
That sounds nice. Do you enjoy eating with your colleagues?
Yes, it's fun. We talk about movies, cricket, music, or weekend plans.
I like social lunch breaks too. They make the day feel lighter.
After lunch, I feel a little sleepy sometimes.
Oh, yes, the afternoon sleepiness. I sometimes drink a cup of coffee to stay awake.
I drink tea. It keeps me active.
My afternoons are usually quieter. I finish my tasks, reply to messages, and prepare for the next day.
Same here. I usually feel more productive in the morning, but afternoons are good for simple tasks.
When do you finish work?
Around 5:30 p.m. What about you?
I usually finish at 5 p.m. After work, I like to walk to the bus stop slowly. It helps me relax.
Sometimes after work, I go to the gym. Not every day, but maybe 3 times a week.
That's good. I try to exercise too. Sometimes I do yoga at home.
Exercise really improves the mood.
Yes, and it helps us sleep better at night.
So, what do you do after reaching home?
First, I change my clothes and rest for a few minutes. Then I start preparing dinner.
What do you usually cook?
Simple things: pasta, soup, salads, or rice with veggies. I like light dinners.
I like cooking too, but sometimes I'm too tired. On those days, I order something from outside.
That's normal. After dinner, I usually watch some TV or a YouTube video.
Same here. I enjoy watching comedy shows or travel videos.
Sometimes I call my family or talk to a friend. It's a nice way to end the day.
I usually take a shower again in the evening. It helps me feel relaxed before sleeping.
That's a good habit. I also like having a cup of warm tea at night.
What time do you usually go to bed?
Around 10:30 p.m., I try not to go to bed too late because I wake up early.
Same. I go to bed around 11 p.m. Before sleeping, I like to read for 10 minutes.
I do the same sometimes. Reading helps clear the mind.
I try to avoid using my phone before sleeping. When I use it, I stay awake too long.
Same here. Blue light keeps the brain active, so I keep my phone away from my bed.
Good idea. After reading a little, I turn off the lights and sleep.
That's a simple but good routine.